Hey everybody, welcome to the Mid-Tempo Jam. We're all warmed up from the slow jam. Thank you for coming back. If you are continuing on with us, if this is where you're boarding, welcome aboard. We're going to have some fun in this hour. Happy Martin Luther King Day. I hope many of you got to either enjoy some restful time or an opportunity to participate in some acts of service. Or at least play some music. That's what we're going to do right now. Make a joyful noise and play our bluegrass jam. So, starting with Cabin in Caroline, good old cabin song. And it's in the key of G. There, that's where we're going to play it. And it goes 1 and a 1 and 4 and a 1. 1 and a 1 and a 5. And a 1 and a 1 and 4 and a 1. 1 and a 5 and a 1. Chorus goes to the 4. Oh, the cabin in the shadow of the pine. And a blue-eyed girl way down in Caroline. I've come in a cabin in the hills of Caroline. Okay, that's how the song goes, roughly. And my kickoff might go something, I'm going to find a tempo, and then I'll show you. Now this is going to be even slower than when we left off on the slow jam. So my kickoff might go something like a 1, 2, 3. That's the tricky part, is getting the right notes on the ending. I might just go like... That's where we're often kind of coming up with some approximation of the melody, right? Anyhow, you're going to kick it off beautifully, I'm sure. And here you go. Go ahead and kick off Cabin in Caroline in the key of G. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3. There's a cabin in the pines in the hills of Caroline, and a blue-eyed girl that's waiting there for me. I'll be coming back someday, and from her I'll never stray. In a cabin in the hills of Caroline. Oh, the cabin in the shadow of the pines, and a blue-eyed girl way down in Caroline. Someday she'll be my wife, and we'll live a happy life in a cabin in the hills of Caroline. I got it. I'm packing my grip for that long, long trip back to the hills of Caroline. I want to see that blue-eyed girl, she's the sweetest in the world, and a cabin in the hills of Caroline. Oh, the cabin in the shadow of the pines, and a blue-eyed girl way down in Caroline. Someday she'll be my wife, and we'll live a happy life in cabin in the hills of Caroline. Play it. From the hill, it's when I tell her of my love, true as the stars above, how I love her now and I know always will. Last chorus. Oh, the cabin in the shadow of the pines, and a blue-eyed girl way down in Caroline. Someday she'll be my wife and we'll live a happy life in a cabin in the hills of Caroline. When it's late at night and the moon is shining bright is the actual lyric. Extra credit if anybody got the flubbed banjo lick. You know what I'm talking about? Second chorus, and this is the thing that bluegrass banjo players kind of do on purpose now, because on the second chorus, down in Caroline, Earl misses that lick. And you know, it's no big deal on the recording, but one of the rare times you hear Earl miss a note, and so a lot of players do that on purpose nowadays. Anyway, cabin in Caroline goes to show you if you come up with one line, you can build a song around that one line if you sing it over and over and over again. Cabin. Okay, let's check on the live streams, make sure everything's working. I'm going to check on Facebook Landia here. Come on now. Everything's okay. There we go. We're up. We're live. Good. Make sure you chime in. Let us know where you're picking from, what you're playing, how you're doing, all that good stuff. Okay. Facebook works. I'm checking on the YouTube. Looks like we're up and running on YouTube as well. Okay, so I'll come check on you here in a moment. Eastbound Freight Train. And I believe my friend Colin in the UK turned me onto this song. A good old Grandpa Jones song. Grandpa Jones, who was not a grandpa when he started playing, but he put on that persona. So, in the key of G. 1 and a 5 and a 1. 1 and a 5 and a 1. 4, a 4 and a 1. 2 dominant and a 5. 1 and a 5 and a 1. 4, 2 and a 3 dominant. B7, 4 and 4 and a 1 to the 6 dominant, 2 and 5 and a 1. And the chorus. Eastbound freight train, 4, eastbound freight train, take me home again. Eastbound freight train, eastbound freight train, let me stay till the end. Okay? We are going to play over the verses because it gives you more fun changes to play over. So, let me find a good click and then I'll demonstrate a kickoff for you. Speed it up a little bit. So my kickoff would be something like... because the melody itself is interesting enough. You don't have to do too much around it. I was kind of doing a little melody strum, maybe a little cross picking, couple licks. But anyway, whatever you decide to do, just play it as best you can and kick us off here as we board the eastbound freight train in G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I've never been so lonesome for my hometown. Seems I've never been so far away. But I can hear that freight train a-blowing. I'll be gone before the break of day. Gonna have to quit my daily rambling. So tonight I'm gonna start my journey back. Sitting on the top of an old boxcar, sailing down that silvery stream of track. Eastbound freight train, take me home again. Eastbound freight train, let me stay till the end. I got it. Stray far from my hometown, never more again to roam. I know that I was born to wander, but I'm gonna stay around my home. I can see the smoke a-rolling out from that old smokestack. I'm sitting on the top of an old boxcar, sailing down that silvery stream of track. Eastbound freight train, take me home again. Eastbound freight train, let me stay till the end. Play it. Eastbound freight train, take me home again. Eastbound freight train, let me stay till the end. All right, riding on that eastbound freight train, fun jammer. over on the YouTube channel. Hi, Big Dan. Thanks for joining me in the slow jam, and thanks for coming back. Hi, Mike. Here we be. Hi, Kylan in Denver, playing the mandolin. Cool. All right. Yeah, the original version that I checked out of that song was the Reno and Smiley version, where Don's playing on the chorus. He does that cool lick. I love that. And Don Reno's such a powerful guitar player, you know, playing real heavy-handed and cool on the chorus. But then I heard a version of, because Jack Lawrence is a big Grandpa Jones fan, and so when he was playing with Doc Watson, he worked in some of these Grandpa Jones songs. And hearing Jack Lawrence with Doc Watson and David Grisman kicking it off on that verse, I'm like, whoa, great, it's more fun. You got more changes to play over. So that was my inspiration there. Howdy on Facebook land here. Hi, Sage. Thanks for joining us again. Hi, David in New Mexico. Hi, Sandy in Bakersfield. Tray table's in the upright position. That's right. Hi, Larry. You're here again. Hi, Brett, picking along in Colorado. Hi, Mark. Hi, MC in NorCal. Hi from Deb in Sugartown. I know that. In Durango. One of my favorite Burl songs. Hi, Bill Farmer in Michigan. Hi, Jack McGuire in Ohio. Cool. All right. So next on the list, we have Let Your Light Shine Out. This is one that I brought in, you know, I think we played this a few weeks ago, and this is one I learned from Ralph Stanley. It's very cool. Exact same melody and chord progression as Traveling the Highway Home. I just realized that this week. Anyway, it's in G, and it goes... 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 4, 4 and 1, and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1, 1 and 5 and a 1. Let your light shine out. Let your light shine out. Do not keep it hid from view, for some lost soul is watching you. Let your light shine out. So we're going to go ahead and play it all the way through the verse and the chorus, like we do on Traveling the Highway Home. I just love to play over that chorus form. So my kickoff will be, and we're going to kick up the tempo a little bit here. So my kickoff would go something like this. 1, 2, 3. Let me try that again. This is my one do-over for the mid-tempo jam. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so kick it off that way, all the way through the verse and the chorus, and we'll do the breaks the same way. So here we go. Let your light shine out in the key of G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Brother, if you know the Lord and believe His holy word, let your light shine out. not keep it hid from view, for some lost soul is watching you. Let your light shine out. Let your light shine out. Let your light shine out. Do not keep it hid from view, for some lost soul is watching you. Let your light shine out. I got it. Where the disappointments grieve, where the broken-hearted weep, let your light shine out. Where the hallelujahs roll from the windows of your soul, let your light shine out. Let your light shine out. Let your light shine out. Do not keep it hid from view, for some lost soul is watching you. Let your light shine out. Play. Let your light shine out. Let your light shine out. Do not keep it hid from view, for some lost soul is watching you. Let your light shine out. Hey. That's one of my warm-up songs. It's easy to sing and easy to play and work in some of the sort of standard bluegrass licks. So that's one of the songs I tend to go to when I'm warming up. Ralph sang it in A, totally singable in A, but I just got used to singing it in G, being one of my warm-up songs. Good song there. Okay, we skipped the last verse because I just wanted to move along here. Salt Spring, a tune written by John Reichman. I will be hanging out and teaching alongside my old friend John Reichman at the Julian Family Fiddle Camp in May here in San Diego County. They've got quite the lineup. John Reichman on mandolin, Bruce Molsky is teaching old-time fiddle, Patrick Sauber on bluegrass banjo. There's some more in there I'm not thinking of right now. It's a pretty stout lineup for the Julian Family Fiddle Camp, which is called the Julian Family Fiddle Camp because it's not just specific straight up bluegrass. I'm teaching flat picking, right? And we'll be playing a lot of bluegrass. But fiddle camps tend to be a little more wide open as far as the genre. And of course there's lots of great fiddle instruction and fiddle students there. But anyway, we got all the instruments covered at Julian Family Fiddle Camp. So check that out. Hit me up if you need a link. And join us in May. So let's see here. Salt Spring, yes, that's what I'm talking about. And it goes like this. In A. 2 minor, 6 minor, 2 minor, 2 minor, 2 minor, and 4, 4, 4, 4, and 1. Again. And a 1, 2 minor, 2 minor, 6 minor, 2 minor, 2 minor, 2 minor, and 4. Hold the 4 and 1, and a 4 and 1, and 4 and is where the next instrument takes over. Okay? So that's how it's going to go. It goes like A, B, 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 something like that. B or B. I can't do the math that fast in my head, how long the B part is. But basically B. But then you got to end it with an A part. So what's going to happen is I'll kick it off. We're going to play this 3 times through. So I'll kick it off, play A and a B part. Then you play an A and a B part, and we'll go 3 times through. After the 3rd time, you go ahead and play another A part at the end. Okay? So after you get through da 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 da. So that'll be like a last A part to end the song. Okay, 3 times through on Salt Spring. And we're going to pick up this tempo a little bit. And I will kick us off. Here we go, key of A. Salt Spring. I'm gonna stand for a moment. Oh, I just gotta straighten my back and my legs here. Fun tune. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but like going from the 1 chord to the 2 minor to the 6 minor, even that much of a variation from your standard bluegrass songs, kind of like, whoa, it makes you think for a minute, right? It's good to have changes that are ever so slightly different than our, you know, standard 1-4-5 songs. So that's a great tune. Thanks, John Reichman, for giving us that one. Little Willie in the key of A. Just a fun song I learned from the Stanley Brothers. And again, you know, I'm trying to work in some, you may notice that every now and then I try to work in these songs that have slightly different chord changes than your standard 1-4-5s. So this one, in other words, I don't put very similar songs right next to each other. I do think this through a little bit. It's not just random songs on the set list. So this one goes in the key of A. Da-da-1, flat 7, and a 1, and a 5, and a 1, and a 1 to the flat 7, and a 1, and a 5, and a 1. Right? So the flat 7 in this key is a G. I'm playing an F because I'm capo 2, but it's an A chord and a G chord. The flat 7 represents the major chord that's built on the flatted 7th of the key. In bluegrass vernacular, we tend to just say 7 because you never ever use a diatonic 7th chord. It doesn't happen in any kind of music. Maybe in classical or Baroque music, you might use that 7 like diminished triad, but never ever in popular music or in bluegrass. So if someone says 7 chord, you know, they're talking about the flat 7 major. The chord that's a whole step lower than the tonic chord, to put it simply. So let me find a tempo. This is going to be a little slower. So my kickoff might go... It's a cool, kind of haunting, old-timey melody, and a story of a rascally male not treating his love properly. So here we go, Little Willie in the key of A. Kick us off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Little Willie courted me. It's nature for to be. My mind is to ramble around, and I bet this wide world to do. Play it again. When I was in my 16th year, little Willie courted me. He said if I'd run away with him, his dear wife I would be. Hey, sang that first verse again because I wanted to give you one more break. It usually ends after the fourth verse. That rascal little Willie, just taking his woman out there and abandoning her. Okay, Sleep with One Eye Open in the key of D. None of you out there would treat your young lover that way, would you? These are all kind of little morality plays, right? Sleep with One Eye Open, just a great old Flat and Scruggs song. In the key of D, it goes like this. Let's see. Da, 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 4 and 1. Let's see. I'm confusing this with another song. Da, da, da. Honk a tonk down the road, just a mile or so. Do, 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 do. Da 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 da, 4 and a 1, 1 and 1 and 5. Da da da, 4 and a 1. Da 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 da. From now on, all night long, you won't have a chance to treat your daddy wrong. You've been stepping, so they say, between midnight and day. I'm gonna sleep with one eye open from now on. Okay, this is why they give the songs titles and lyrics, so you remember which one's which. I'm confusing this with Cabin in Caroline, so let me just give me a moment to pull up the lyric. All right. Sleep with one eye open. Uh-oh, it's giving me medical stuff. Lyric, here we go. Oh, geez, this is a different song. Bring Me the Horizon, whoa. Oh, dear. Okay. Just found out today that little game you play. Okay, that's it. Okay, so let me run you by this again. Sorry about that. I just found out today all 1 chord and a 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 1 and a 1 and 1 and a 1. So I'm gonna sleep with one eye open from now on. And then the chorus. From now on, all night long, you won't have a chance to treat your daddy wrong. You'll be stepping, so they say, between midnight and day. I'm gonna sleep with one eye open from now on. So there's a couple of extra beats in there during the verses. So let me get a tempo. And on the kickoffs and the breaks, we won't do that extra beat. Okay? We'll just play straight through. So it'll go like 1, 2, 3. straight through without the pauses. But in the lyric, it goes, I just found out today that little game you play. I've been asleep in my whole life. So we have that extra beat, extra 2 beats in the verses. Okay, that was a good review for all of us, especially for me. So here we go, sleep with one eye open. In the key of D, kick us off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I just found out today that little game you play. I've been asleep in my whole life away. You've been stepping, so they say, between midnight and day. I'm gonna sleep with one eye open from now on. From now on, all night long. You won't have a chance to treat your daddy wrong. You've been stepping, so they say, between midnight and day. I'm gonna sleep with one eye open from now on. I got it. There's a honky-tonk down the road, just a mile or so. I understand that's where you spend your time. Baby, I got news for you, your little game is through. From now on, baby, you're gonna toe the line. From now on, all night long. You won't have a chance to treat your daddy wrong. You've been stepping, so they say, between midnight and day. So I'm gonna sleep with one eye open from now on. Play it. Thought she was being wise, hanging around with other guys, and leaving me to spend my nights alone. But you'll find out today, baby, it don't work that way. You've started a little game that you can play. From now on, all night long. You won't have a chance to treat your daddy wrong. You've been stepping, so they say, between midnight and day. I'm gonna sleep with one eye open from now on. I'll take a verse and you take a chorus. Take the chorus. Last chorus. From now on, all night long, you won't have a chance to treat your daddy wrong. You've been stepping, so they say, between midnight and day. So I'm gonna sleep with one eye open from now on. Okay, we got that straightened out and we played the heck out of it. Fun, right? Great song. Lots of different versions of that, of course, but it comes from Flatt and Scruggs. I think Dolly Parton did a really good version on one of her bluegrass albums. All right, how's everybody doing out there? Hi, Teresa. A tune for Sarah Carey. All right. Hi, Jennifer Hayden. Hi, Alex in Calgary. Up in cold Calgary. Hope you got plenty of snow up there. Hi, Keith McDowell. Hi, MC. Bluegrass Land, we love geography. Yep, everyone's, yep. Mark Van, howdy. From Somerville, South Carolina. Hi, Gene from Lexington, Kentucky. Jack from Ohio, still in the house. All right, that's all our friends on Facebook. How about some friends on YouTube? Hi, Randy Kelly and Steamboat. Hi, EA. Eder, back for more. Eder or Eater? I had a good friend growing up named Eder. No, I'm sorry, they were Eater. Anyway, I know sometimes that's pronounced Eder. Hi, Jim in Cumberland, BC. Hi, Kylan. Yep, cool. Hi, James in... Yeah, so does Hot Rise. All right. Oh, Hot Rise does a version of that. Yep, definitely. Hot Rise did like all the cool songs, right? And that reminds me of a couple songs that I wanted to squeeze in there. Like, we haven't done Nellie Kane in a while. Maybe we'll throw that in next week. Okay, speaking of songs I'm experimenting with and bringing back to the table, going back to the Blue Ridge Mountains. Now, there's a few different versions of this, and forgive me, I do not know the source of this one. It's probably Delmore Brothers. It's one of those old brother duet acts. Delmore Brothers of the Blue Sky Boys. And then the versions that I referenced were both The Country Gentleman and Norman Blake. And they both do a really cool thing with this song where before you start like playing through the changes, you do this little 12-bar blues, kind of groovy 12-bar blues thing. In B flat. 4, 1, 5, 1. Then you're into the regular form. So in other words, you play through like kind of a groovy 12-bar blues to start the break or the kickoff, and then you go through the actual 1-4-1-5 of the song. So we'll review the 12-bar blues thing again in a minute. Here's how the song goes. And a 1, and a 1, and a 4, back to 1, and a 1, and a 1, and a 5, back to 1. Okay? And then your break again will go 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. Then here's the song. Okay, so here's how I'm going to kick it off, and I'll demonstrate. This would be my kickoff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Missed a couple notes there, but you got the idea. So you play a 12-bar blues with a groovy rhythm funky thing, and then you play the melody of the song. Okay? So go ahead and kick us off here on Going Back to the Blue Ridge Mountains in the key of B flat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going back to the Blue Ridge Mountains. Oh, honey, baby, I'm going away. My turn. No, you can't be my little darling. No, you can't be my sweetheart now. You have caused me lots of trouble, and you don't love me anyhow. I'm going back to the Blue Ridge Mountains. I'm going back, gonna leave today. I'm going back to the Blue Ridge Mountains. Oh, honey, baby, I'm going away. Play. You have caused me lots of trouble. Yeah, you have had your little way. I'm fed up with all your flirting. Oh, honey, baby, I'm going away. I'm going back to the Blue Ridge Mountains. I'm going back, gonna leave today. I'm going back to the Blue Ridge Mountains. Oh, honey, baby, I'm going away. Me then you. We'll do that each time. Here's me. Here you go. Play. Last chorus. I'm going back to the Blue Ridge Mountains. I'm going back, gonna leave today. I'm going back to the Blue Ridge Mountains. Oh, honey, baby, I'm going away. Fun. I just love that. I know I skipped a tune. We're coming back to it, don't you worry. Yeah, check out the Norman Blake version of that song. So cool, very hip. He kind of changes some of the lyric, comes up with a third verse, I think. But I believe this kind of draws from all, I think the original version, and again, I've checked this out before. It's either the Delmore Brothers or the Blue Sky Boys. They kind of do that little groovy 12-bar blues thing as the break. But Norman does that and then plays the melody through, which I think is so hip, and he does it out of that A position. So I wanted to have some fun experimenting with that. And I am nearsighted, friends. I admit I am terribly nearsighted. This is why I can't read lyrics like on stage. I have to memorize them. Or I have to put my glasses on, which I don't like doing on stage. So I missed a tune on my little tiny print set list there. Daley's Real, right? Daley's Real in B flat. been thinking about this one for a while and figured what a cool fiddle tune in B flat proper. This is, you know, how it plays on the fiddle. And here we go. We're gonna try it. So it goes like this. And a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 5, 5 and a 5 and a 1 and a 1, 1 and a 1, 5 and a 5 and a 1 again. Da, 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 5 and a 5, 5 and a 5 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1, 5 and a 5 and a 1 to the 4, 4, 1 and a 1, 5, 5, 1 and 5 and a 1, 4, 4, 1, 1, 5, 5, 1 and 1, 5 and a 5 and a 1. Okay, so let's play it 3 times through. I'll kick it off and it'll go me, you, and then you go ahead and tag it at the end, okay? And I'm going to back this down just a tiny bit. Here we go, Daley's Reel in B flat. I'll kick us off. Cool. I just love that tune. And I was going for my low break and my high break, and I hope you had some good little variations on that as well. Okay, one more song. Speaking of being nearsighted, I called this one to end the slow jam. Many of you were there when it wasn't the proper song for the slow jam, but it is the proper song to end the mid-tempo jam, Leavin. So we're going to go ahead and play it again, but we're going to do it at the mid-tempo which is going to be somewhere around. This is a quick moving song, right? So we're going to just pick it up to about where it ish. It's still slower than it goes, but this is going to feel right. So go ahead and strum along with me if you want to kind of get warmed up to this tempo. And this is about where we're going to start the fast jam coming up. So while we're strumming this B chord, I'll tell you, come on back to the fast jam. Because remember, there's always something you can play at those fast tempos, even if it's not like your standard rhythm. There's something you can play, and we're playing the songs at the tempos that they actually go. And if you want to play Little Girl of Mine in Tennessee, you're going to need to be able to do something at that tempo. You know what I mean? So come on back to the fast jam. We'll all push each other, and it'll start kind of right about here and pick up from there. So here's Leavin'. It goes like this. 1 and a 1, 1 and a 4, 5 and 5, 5 and a 1, 1 and 1, 1 and a 4, 5 and 5, 5 and a 1. I'll kick it off. Sample kickoff. So you're actually going to kick us off, right? On Leavin' in the key of B. So after this, we'll break and come back at 1/4 the hour for the fast jam. Come on back, all right? Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You picked me up and you put excited to tag that one. Okay, thanks everybody. We did it. That was a really fun mid-tempo jam. I'm feeling good and warmed up. I'm going to take a break here and come on back for the fast jam. And we've got about 20 minutes to kind of warm up to those tempos. So do a little bit of that and come on back, and I'll see you then. Thanks.